Hi, my name is Doug Lee. I am a native Cantonese speaker. This is the first video I'm posting on the musical method of learning Cantonese. If you are watching this video, I assume you are interested in the Cantonese dialect, either as a person who wants to learn the language or as a speaker who wishes to teach someone else how to learn Cantonese. Cantonese is one of the major dialects spoken in China, and it is the predominant dialect in the southern province of Guangzhou and Hong Kong. Cantonese is an extremely easy dialect to learn. I'm saying this not only because I can speak it, but because Cantonese is very simplistic and intuitive, and every Cantonese word is made up of only a single syllable. The major stumbling block for learners of Cantonese is the musical nature of the language. The fact that each word has only one syllable means that there are a lot of words which have the same pronunciation. The exact meaning of the word is determined by the pitch or tone of the pronunciation. For example, the pronunciation for a car is che. The pronunciation for a small car is sai che. The pronunciation for washing a car is sai che. So to wash a small car is to sai che. If you are complaining about having to wash a small car in the hot setting sun, you can say sai che, which means in the hot setting sun, sai che. Confused? It is this tonal variation that learners of Cantonese find hardest to master. However, please don't let this discourage you from learning Cantonese. This is because, as I have said earlier, Cantonese has very simplistic grammar and phonetic sounds. So, if you get the tone and pitches all wrong, the chances are the native speakers will still understand you anyway. But if you can get the tones all right, it will be so much more impressive. To that end, I have developed a very simple musical system to help you speak Cantonese. Literally within minutes of learning this system, you will be able to speak simple phrases like Happy Birthday or Merry Christmas just like a native Cantonese. And your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your colleague, or your neighbor will be very impressed with you. By the end of the second video, you will be able to say sai che, just like I do. So, without further ado, let me introduce you to the Doug Lee's musical method of learning Cantonese. To learn this method, it is necessary for you to have a little understanding of music. If you don't know anything about music, it may be useful to ask a friend who knows something about music to help you out. The first principle behind this method is that all the tone and pitches of Cantonese can be represented by the first 6 notes of an octave. An octave is 8 musical notes, each with a slightly higher pitch than the previous one, as in Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do. Now if you have watched the movie The Sound of Music, you are already familiar with this concept. Next, we need to familiarize ourselves with the Chinese method of musical notation, which is numbering the notes in an octave like this. Do is 1, Ray is 2. And mi is 3. Fa is 4. So is 5. La is 6. That really is all you need to know. So remember the tune that Julie Andrews sang. So, do, la, fa, mi, do, re should be written in Chinese musical notation form as 5, 1, 6, 4, 3, 1, 2. And that is all you need to know in order to speak Cantonese perfectly. Or iPad or your computer, you can easily find apps like this. And this is do, mi, fa, so, la, ti, do, and that is 1 octave. So the so, do, la, fa, mi, do, re is 5, 1, 6, 4, 3, 1, 2. And that is the musical system. This is the Doug Lee's musical method of learning Cantonese. I'm going to present to you all the phrases in this format in the future. The phrase that one wishes to speak is up here. Down here is the literal meaning of what the Cantonese word means. The sound is just a phonetic representation of the sound, but remember, Chinese words are of single syllable only, so you don't pronounce the consonant at the end of it. So you don't say yad or snuck or log. You just say this is yad. Now this is the term for happy birthday. The sound is sang, yat, fai, lok. That's what it would look like to you. How do we know what sound it is? I'm telling you that the sound is represented by the tune 6-3, which is la, mi, fa, mi. And on the keyboard, this is how it is represented. What you do is to play the tune on the keyboard several times until you can remember that sound. Sang, yat, fai, lok. Sang, yat, fai, lok. And that's the words. Sang, yat, fai, lok. And that's la, mi, fa, mi. And that's how you say sang, yat, fai, lok. Foreigners would always say sang, yat, fai, lok because they do not know the tune. But if you have this tune and you play it several times and have that tune in your head, and then you add the words to the tune, you will get the phrase exactly like the Cantonese native speaks it. The second one is Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas is simply sing, dan, fai, lok. So sing, dan, fai, lok. If you look at these words, all it means is sing and dan and fai and lok. It doesn't give you the tune. But if you look at the numbers, 4 is fa. So it's fa, 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 mi. 4, 4, 4, 3. So it's, if you don't know what the tune of Merry Christmas is, you just have to play it several times. And then you marry the words to the tune. Sing, dan, fai, lok. Now you've spoken it exactly like a native Cantonese would. How about Happy Valentine's Day? Valentine's Day is called 情人節. So here you have 情人節快樂. That's what a learner would say. But now you have this musical system. You know that it means 1, 1, 4, 4, 3, which means do, do, fa, fa, mi. So you play it several times. And then you add the words to the tune. 情人節快樂，情人節快樂. There you are. Now we will speak a few numbers. The number 1 is 一. The number 2 is 二. I have crossed out the D there to remind you that you do not pronounce the consonant. 一, 二, 三 is 3, 4 is 4, 6 is 六. Again, I cross out the K so that you know you do not pronounce the look. It's just look. 7 is chat. I cross out the T so that you don't pronounce the T. 8 is bad. And again, I cross out the D so that you don't pronounce the D. So looking at the numbers, you know that 1 is 6, which means la. 2 is represented by 3, which means mi. 3 is represented by 6, which means la, and so on. So this is la, mi, la, fa, mi, la. Okay, so if you are going to pronounce the word 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Now, what would it sound like? You play it once more. La, mi, la, fa, mi, la, fa. So we now play it a few more times. Now we add the words to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Once again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Once more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. So far, I have introduced 4 of the 6 sounds there are in Cantonese in this video. In the next video, I shall introduce the other 2 sounds and a couple more slightly tricky sounds. Once you have learned those, you will be able to speak Cantonese just like a native Cantonese can.